Oh,
Well, isn't that something?
I'm sorry, everyone.
We're
Merry
here.
Christmas if you're watching. We've been on for a
We're
few minutes,
ho-ho-hoing.
but we had a little bit of an idea. The elves were going to help us, but they were all seeing the doctor because they're suffering from low elf-esteem. So we had to do it on our own, and I think we've finally figured it out now.
I think so.
Let's see here. There's some things here that have little X's on them. Let me see. Oh, it looks like we're on now. Sorry for the delay,
We're on
everyone.
now. All right.
But, of course, here at the North Pole, we don't keep track of the time other than Christmas Eve is when we have to be out there and getting everything to all of you, every one of you that's on the nice list. And the nice list started 300 and some years ago when we were up here at the North Pole before we started delivering things. And we found that a few of the elves were very nice, and we liked working with them, but a few of the elves were somewhat naughty.
Terrible, naughty.
And we had
Damien was a little devil.
Damien
Oh,
was a bit
it
of a
was
devil.
something.
And the same with the reindeer. Half of the reindeer were very nice. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen were very, very nice reindeer. However, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen were naughty on occasion. And we were wondering, well, now, if everyone was either naughty or nice, how would we keep track of it? And that's when we started the list. And you can still be there. Oh, I've got another extra click here. Oh, there it goes. Sorry about that, folks. When you're 339 years old, it's tricky keeping track of this new technology. Most of you youngsters out there know how this works better than I do. But we still know where you live.
39 and a half, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Just a half.
I used to say I was old, but then I became 200 years old and decided that can't be old if I'm still growing, so I went to 300. Now I'm past 300, and I realized that you don't get old until you really think you're old. The older you get, the older old is. Well, I'm still here for you, Mrs. Claus as well, and this is what we're going to be talking about. How you can still get on the nice list between now and Christmas Eve, when Santa will be bringing you some nice things for Christmas. So that's what we're here to talk about. Thank you all for tuning in and giving us a little bit of a time for this session. And Mrs. Claus, are you ready to tell them how they can get on the nice list?
Would you like to know how to get on the nice list?
I'm sure they would. I'm going to move this around a little bit. There you are.
I have the nice list right here. And I'm going to show you just a little bit. We're not going to get in too deep, but I'm going to tell you how normal people, all of you out there, can get on the nice list. Are you ready?
There's still a chance.
All right. Politeness. I heard some grumbling out there. I heard some people complaining just now. Politeness is not false. It's not ingenuous. It's real. Politeness, real politeness, where you honor the other person by being polite to them. Open a door. Yes, please. No, thank you. Kindly do this. I would like to do that. Thank you. What's wrong with that? Why can't you do it? Really? Polite.
Oh,
just
be polite.
Be polite.
Well, that's a
and
good
that will
idea.
get you on the nice list for starters.
Yes.
How did I get Irish?
Good
now,
way to begin on the nice list.
listening.
Yes.
This is what listening looks like when you don't care. This is what listening looks like when you do care about what someone is saying. Good, huh?
Yes.
That's good listening. You listen with what? Your ears, yes? What else? What else out there?
With the heart.
With your heart.
With
Little
your
Sabina's,
heart.
With your heart. Then you can write that down in the comment bar. In the comment bar, if you have something to say, we want to see it. So you listen with your heart. And you listen without doing what? And this is really difficult. You listen without thinking about the thing that you're going to say after they finally stop talking.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Oh, I see you out there. Yeah. Busted. Okay. Listening. Number 3. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
What is the greatest prayer ever? Ever. Greatest prayer. Write it in the comment bar.
Yes.
What is the greatest prayer? Thank you. That's it. That'll do it. Thank you.
Expressing gratitude for everything in your life is what's going to bring you to the nice list.
Absolutely. And you know, when you say thank you, where you say it from? Sabina said it earlier. Love.
Love and your heart.
You know, love.
That's where you want to express gratitude.
Love is a superpower. You know that. Now there's generosity. And of course, not generosity because you want something back. Because you don't. Well, you do. You want presents. And you want to open pretty things. And you want to know that people are grateful to you. So you like hearing thank you. And you like hearing that people are grateful. And you like giving your great thanks and your gracious gratefulness. You like doing that. That's mindfulness, darlings. Yes, it is. And humility. That's another one. Okay, this is 2021 going on 2022. And have you noticed that everyone is arguing a lot? Why are they arguing? Because they have to be right. And can anybody truly be right? That's just somebody's opinion. You could be right, you could be wrong, it could be fact, it could be fiction. But the bottom line is, don't fight, don't argue. Only ego argues. I want you to say that. Can all of you out there who are watching this say this? Only ego argues. Humility.
Only ego argues.
Only ego argues. There's just no reason to argue. Now, there's another thing that you can do if you want to argue with somebody, and you shouldn't want to, but if you would like to engage in a conversation with them, a discussion, if they say this, it is noon, and you know that it's midnight, you just say, yes, and I can see that that's your perception. What I see is it's midnight, you idiot. No, don't say that. Oh, no, don't say that. You know what I'm talking about, though, don't you?
Yes.
And then the last thing is forgiveness. Do you forgive others first? Who do you forgive first?
Yourself.
Yourself.
Yes,
Sure.
you want to forgive yourself.
Forgive
first,
yourself forever once, thinking for any moment that you aren't a perfect child of a perfect creator. Period. That's it.
We all make mistakes, and
We
you should
all
forgive yourself for the mistake you made, because that will send you to the right direction and let you know what is the right thing to do
Right.
more readily than condemning yourself, feeling anxiety about what
Right.
you've decided to do, and things like that.
And you don't forgive the deed if it was horrible, terrible.
But
You just forgive the person for thinking that having a misunderstanding of their true divine nature. Pretty much that's it.
yes,
That's the mindfulness list, and that's how to get on the nice list. Do you remember all of those things?
if
You
you
want,
remember that.
write them down in the comment bar. In the meantime, we have a very special gift for you.
Yes, we do. This is a special early Christmas gift for all of you who are watching.
Very early. We're going to introduce to you right now the wonderful musician, very creative man, Mr. Daniel Berkman, and his West African Kora harp.
He came
Here's
up-
Daddy.
Rudolph brought him up here to the North Pole.
Yay!
We set him up here so he can play. So we're going to turn it over to Daniel Berkman. Here he is. Thank you all for tuning in, and stay nice and have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, here comes Daniel.
Here he comes. I'm going to move this over so you
Okay,
can see
here
him.
comes Daniel.
There we go. And I'm going to exit and leave it up to Daniel.
He's going to sit on the couch.
All right.
Here he is.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Merry Christmas and hello
Yay!
out here.
Yay!
We have a whole audience.
Ho,
We've got
ho.
Santa, Miss Santa. We've got everybody here. Everybody having cheer. And here I am playing the kora. It's a West African harp. And I'm just going to play a few Christmas songs for you all.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting? I'm playing a Christmas song on a West African instrument. Because you know they celebrate Christmas everywhere around the world. In fact, I was in Africa in 2002, and I woke up one morning and there was this huge parade going right in front of my hotel room. People were chanting and playing drums and shakers, and it was like, wow, what is this all about? It's Christmas. Christmas. I was like, in West Africa? Yeah. Sure. They celebrate Christmas all over the world. So here's a song that most people know.
The elves are going crazy.
Oh my God. Crazy elves here. All right. I'll play another one you might know. Chances are you know this one. That's the hard part. It's the easy part.
Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Never did work out that middle part, that B section. Oops.
You know if you practiced.
A 9-reindeer sleigh is a little different than a one-horse open sleigh, but
True.
they both match.
So it just so happens the kora works really well for Christmas music. You can play just about any Christmas song on this instrument,
Ooh, wonderful.
which is really, really cool. But that said, the Christmas album I did make was, I made a Christmas album about 5 years ago using novelty zithers, which are these really weird instruments made in America during the 1920s through the 40s. And they were sold door to door or in the Sears Roebuck catalog. So kind of a wacky instrument. You can find them in pawn shops and and antique stores and things like that. But I decided to make an album, a Christmas album, using these weird zithers. So you can find that at danoberkman.bandcamp.com. It's called A Christmas Wish. All right. Tune a note here. Let's see. How about this one? We know this is written by a very famous composer.
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Beethoven. I think that Beethoven guy's even older than I am.
It's quite possible. Well, now that we're on famous composers, there's another one I like to do during the Christmas time. And it's also on my album, A Christmas Wish. This is by another great composer named Johannes, I almost said Johannes Brahms. Johann Sebastian Bach.
Bach.
Yes, this is called Joy of Man's Desire. Jesu, Joy of Man's Desire.
Time ago by Bach, but we're still enjoying it now, so I guess it was Bach to the future.
Oh!
No, you didn't. Yes, he did. All right, I have time for maybe one more.
Oh,
Yes.
one or two?
Oh,
Sure.
yes.
One or two?
The
Maybe
elves
one
are
more.
enjoying it, and the reindeer love it too.
Yeah.
Oh, two more, and then maybe I'll whip out another instrument and do a little, get into a little groove.
No.
Beatbox! All right, this is one that might put you all to sleep, but then we could all use some sleep. It's been a long year. And it's the longest, is this today the longest day? Or yesterday was the longest day of the year?
One of them.
21st.
21st was the longest day of the year.
Oh, that was solstice.
No. Something like that.
Oh, that's yeah.
Every day's a long day when you're in the workshop.
Yeah.
I hope you all out there are having a wonderful evening, a wonderful time, and hope you're enjoying the Cora.
We are here, so you must be there.
We are.
Yes! Yes! Oh, Daniel, I'm so glad Rudolph brought you up here. You've entertained the entire elf team and all the reindeer loved it. I guess it's time for us to sign off now. So let Mrs. Claus in here so we can say goodbye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all for tuning in. And
Oh, that was
here
wonderful.
we
You
are
know,
back again.
Daniel is on an album that is up for a Grammy.
Yes.
Yes, it's David Arkenstone.
David Arkenstone.
David Arkenstone.
Yeah.
And so if you come to the spiritual service this Sunday at Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley in Camarillo, California. It's 220 East Daly Drive in Camarillo. It's right across from Marie Callender. So you finish up with us and you have a wonderful spiritual message and all that spiritual nourishment, and then you go pig out at Marie Callender's. So how perfect is that? But this Sunday, Daniel Berkman is going to be the guest artist, and you experienced how beautiful this was and quiet and wonderful. There's going to be some bells and whistles this Sunday, so it's going to be really exciting. So please come to our spiritual service, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, time. And if you watch it on Facebook Live, which is exactly how you get onto this gizmo tonight, it's also at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. And there is a replay, and also it'll be on YouTube. So we want to see you Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. And we'll be there too.
Well, the Clauses won't be
Well,
here.
the Clauses
but our
won't,
friends
but-
Buzz and Lynn, who are also in the message, they'll be there.
Yeah, stunning couple.
We're going to be resting because it will be after the Christmas delivery, and the reindeer are going to be tired, the elves are going to be
We're
tired. So,
going to be tired.
but we'll know you're there. We'll be tuning in on Facebook Live. So hope we can see you there.
We
And
love you.
thank you for being here tonight. And
What do you
everyone,
always say at the end of that wonderful, what is it?
Merry Christmas.
No, and you all a good night.
Stand
Oh.
up to business.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Thank you for tuning in. And
Night,
enjoy your evening.
Thanks
Enjoy
for
your
the
weekend.
hours.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
And
Kierlinski
you're on the
here.
nice list. Keep it up. Thank you.
Having a party.
Ho, ho,